Katie's gone to California.
She always said she was going to go to California.
But there's something in the air.
She said she was going to go to California and you'd never see her again.
Her pockets full of Dixie.
But it was as if she was invisible,
Just might make it happen.
or nobody believed her.
Katie's gone to California
Or nobody cared.
to see the ocean fine and red. She's as fragile as begonia. Katie's gone to California. Think he might be going
She was different from her situation. She was different from what anybody else knew, especially him. She knew stuff that he had no idea that she knew. She read books at night when he drank too much and passed out. Not just those sleazy romance novels, neither. She read real books. She read real books by famous people like John Steinbeck and F. Scott Fitzgerald. She read The Great Gatsby 3 times and could play back the best parts in her mind like a movie. On those hot Oklahoma summer afternoons, she would sit on the porch of the motel office and stare at the heat waves on the highway, watching the cars go by and play those little movies in her head. She was always the girl in the movie that was rich. She was always the girl in the movie that had a pretty house with trees. And especially, she was the girl in the movie that was pretty.
Katie's gone to California. She read there's something in the air. She got her pockets full of Dixie. She just might
She still thought of herself as pretty even though he didn't. At least if he did, he never told her anymore. Not like those days back in high school when he was going to be a cop and she was going to go to beauty school in Tulsa and learn to do hair. Back in high school, he told her she was pretty. That was a long time ago. That was a long time ago when he told her she was pretty. A long time ago, before they ended up in a rundown Dust Bowl Motel on Highway 64 way off in nowhere western Oklahoma. She wondered if he remembered her as pretty back in high school. She didn't really care, she just wondered since he never told her anymore. She thought she still was, and if he never said it, she didn't care. What the hell did he know anyway? He drank too much, and she knew good and well that he had fooled around with that Mexican girl that used to clean rooms. Maybe it was a good thing that they couldn't afford to have help anymore. It never was good around here, but since the economy went south, bad just got worse. Since oil dropped and drilling stopped, not even very many roughnecks needed a room. About all that would stay in a place like this was roughnecks and roustabouts. Oil company men stayed at the Holiday Inn in Dalhart. This wasn't the kind of place that oil company men stayed. Without roughnecks, you couldn't really afford help anymore. With the economy so bad, most of the Mexicans had gone back to Mexico anyway. She wondered if that Mexican girl had gone back to Mexico. What she really wondered was if he knew if that Mexican girl had gone back to Mexico. Nowadays, she cleans the rooms that the Mexican girl used to clean. She cleans those rooms now that they can't afford help anymore. You'd think maybe he would look at her and think she was still pretty. He thought that Mexican girl was pretty. He never tells her that she is pretty. He never says much of anything at all anyway. He just drinks and sometimes fixes the little shit that always breaks in an old rundown motel. He just drinks and never tells her that she's pretty. Western Oklahoma is a desolate and lonely place, and it felt even more desolate and lonely to her because she had been other places. She and her sister spent 4 days in Las Vegas one time. She won a free room at the Howard Johnson just 3 blocks off the strip. She was the winner of a contest from KRXO radio in Oklahoma City. First person to walk on the moon. Hell, she knew that, Neil Armstrong. Her cousin from Shreveport was named Neil Armstrong, so she never forgot that, even though she had not seen him in over 15 years. You know, she had not seen her cousin, not that Neil Armstrong that walked on the moon. She had never seen him. She was only 2 years old when he walked on the moon. It didn't matter anyway, since they didn't have no TV in Enid when she was born. Not all that much had changed this 40-something years later either. 12 rooms in an old motel. They all have TV, but none of them work anymore. Just white snow. Even more white snow than was on that TV the night Neil Armstrong walked on the moon. They used to get pretty good picture from Oklahoma City and Amarillo. But now that the government changed the signal, they didn't get anything. Well, anything but snow. The sign out by the road still said, "Clean rooms, TV and AC, American owned." The idea was not to tell them about the TV problem till after they had paid and checked in. And hopefully they would stay anyway. Most of the air conditioners worked pretty good. They would blow pretty cool except in July and August, when it was so damned hot. So damned hot that they just couldn't keep up. If one of those Pakistan motel people showed up and wanted this wore-out old dump, that part of the sign that said American owned, well, that would be a lie too. Because she would be in California. She would be in California and you'd never see her again. She wouldn't care if she was invisible. It would mean nothing to her if anybody cared or not. Because she'd be in California.
She read there's something in the air. She got her pockets full of Dixie. She just might make it halfway there. Katie's gone to California to see the ocean fine and rare. She's as fragile as begonia. Katie's gone to California. I think he might be going there. Did he speak his mind the way he wanted? He told me time was running out. Oh, they said that he had called her, but you know we all had our doubts. I heard her family didn't like him. Well, it's only chance they ever met. Her daddy said he talked like Nixon. Now there's a line I can't forget. Katie's gone to California. She thinks she's got the do-re lead. Got her pockets full of Dixie. She just might make it to Moline. I should have known the first time I saw her. Their introduction I regret. We all worried he was lonesome. Don't blame yourself for how things went. We all watched them on their first date. Never even knew that we were there. This is a one-show town, honey, and we just couldn't help but stare. Katie's gone to California. See the ocean fine and rare. She's as fragile as begonia. But Katie's gone to California. I think he might be going there. There's Ole walking through the doorway. A flag him over, let's talk to him. I hope he's doing fine for love's sake. He'll pass her by on Highway 10. Sometimes friends with good intentions can drive a good man to his end. And these aren't the first dreams ever wasted. We just wish it wasn't him. Katie's gone to California. think he might be going there.